All right, hello. Next, I'd like to have a conversation with you about mentalism. Okay, great. First, I've prepared a keychain that I usually carry with me. It's just a keychain. I didn't bring my keys, but many people have keychains like this, right? They put keys, pocket knives, pens, things like that on them so they can use them anytime. Yes, these are just some of my key tags and such. Now, here's what I'd like to do next. There's a pen here. Could you write today's date on this board? Okay, yes. Just go ahead and write today's date. That's all you need to do. Yes. 8/24. Okay, this is the date you wrote for today, right? Yes. Next, what I'm going to do is ask you a few questions. They won't be very personal, but they should be quite meaningful. All right, I understand. Actually, after we're born into this world, the first things we encounter are geometric shapes, circles, triangles, and so on. Are there any particular geometric shapes that have left the deepest impression on you? Like, which one do you think is the most special? The stars in the sky, the five-pointed star in the sky, the kind you can draw with a single stroke, right? So maybe it has some special meaning for you, right? It's also on our national flag, the 5-star red flag. That's a deeper meaning. All right, no problem. I'll write that down first. Okay, next, as we grow older, we might start to come into contact with numbers and mathematics. So I hope you can just casually mention some numbers that you find meaningful. 2-digit numbers are fine. Just 2 digits, 2-digit numbers. 36. Yes, 36 might have some meaning for you, right? Yes, that's right. Okay, so it's 36. All right, so as you get older, you'll probably meet all kinds of people, right? They might have some influence on you. And of course, each person has a surname, like the 100 family names. So just casually mention a surname, maybe one that's related to you, or maybe not, just someone you think is influential. What surname? Muzi Lee with the wood radical. Lee. Okay, that's indeed a pretty common surname. Lee with the wood radical. Okay. Then, as you go through more experiences, you might have the chance to go abroad. At that point, you'll probably come into contact with more English letters, right? No problem, right? So English letters have uppercase and lowercase. So the 26 letters become 52. Right. Now just pick one at random. Uppercase or lowercase, just pick any letter. It's fine. Uppercase T, right? Uppercase T, good. So actually, these questions more or less can connect some of your experiences together, right? Including the things I asked you, like the 5-pointed star, 36 Lee, and T, right? But actually, everyone has these kinds of experiences, no problem. But if I already knew in advance that you would have these results, would not that be amazing? Do you remember the key tag I showed you at the very beginning? On this key tag, there is a piece of paper with a date that looks a lot like your date. Right? Yes, that's right. If you turn it over, you'll see a prediction written on it. And if I open it, you'll find that the words on it are exactly the same as your answer. Pentagram 36, right? Isn't that amazing? It's exactly the same. You can have this as a gift. I hope you'll like it. All right, hello. Next, I'd like to do a simple compatibility test with you to see if our thoughts are in sync in any way. Okay, so here are some white cards. White cards. Now, I'd like you to write something on them. I'll ask you 2 questions. First, I'll make a mark on the card to prove that I won't switch it out. I want you to write down an attempt, either domestic or international, on the card. It can be any city you want to visit or have already visited. Okay, right. Even if it's a place you've never even heard of, as long as it exists, that's fine, no problem. So is this one of your answers? Next, I'd like you to write down a physical object. The object doesn't have to be related to the city you wrote down, but it can be if you want. It's up to you. As long as it's a normal food item that can be eaten, that's fine. Yes, I believe that everyone who has answered these 2 questions actually has their own answer in their heart, because everyone has their own. Fold it in half. Don't let anyone see it, not even me. We're just doing a simple exercise in tacit understanding. Fold it well, okay, and then put it into our key tag for now. All right, actually, everyone has a place they long to go to. Yes, right? Everyone has a place they long to go to. I also have a place I like and dream of visiting. So the reason I'm doing this activity is to see if we might have some kind of tacit understanding. Maybe we want to go to the same place or eat the same food. Let me give it a try. For example, I'll write down the city or place I like to go to, because I think this place, it's very artistic maybe. And as for the food, it's also something I eat quite often. Okay, I'm done writing. All right, now let's take out what we've kept here and have a look. Let's see what you wrote, shall we? Iran for 3 months. Oh, Milan sandwich. Milan is in Italy, right? Yes, Milan sandwich. Hey, you see, our choices are actually pretty close. You want to go to Milan too? You do? Yes, yes, what a coincidence, huh? Our connection is still pretty good.